Hello everybody, welcome to Sauce Talk Television. It's Emerald Stone, you already know. Well, today's episode is on Indigo Children.
They call them Indigo Children. They have high IQs, heightened intuition, and some claim they can see dead people.
Now, Indigo Children is a wave of people that were born after the 1970s that all claim that they've been having these psychic abilities, developing clairvoyancy, and being able to peer into a world that most people can't see. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go out, we're gonna find different children who claim to be seeing auras and exist in different dimensions, and we're gonna get their perspective on what this all means. So welcome, stay tuned.
Yeah, going ain't like nigga. Move out the way, please don't be a hero. Bling, blow, ooh, she no skateboard P. Bling, blow, ooh.
Yeah, I got stars for the culture.
Got you.
I'm gonna take you out to Wendy's for the culture. They stay open late for the culture. I might even take you on a date for the culture. I got locks for the culture.
Giving all this energy for the culture.
Hey.
Look at you and inner me for the culture. Give love to my enemies for the culture. That's the source right there.
The source is overflowing. The source is always overflowing.
People have this term Indigo Children. What does that mean to you? Like now living in 2017, you know, in the Matrix.
You know, I thought about that question a lot. Because I always heard indigo child, rainbow child, crystal child. Like, what are all of those? Are they different? Are they the same thing? And I realized that indigo is the color of your third eye. That's the color that represents it. That's the color that the crystals that help you with that represent. That's what the energy is. And like, that's what we do to power all of the other chakras. And not a lot of people are like that. Only indigo children are like that. We use our third eye for everything. People get exhausted from using their third eye, but like, we get tired if we don't use our third eye.
You said third eye. Now that's like a whole nother like segment, but you're able to see beyond just regular like everyday things. Because a lot of people don't know what you may mean by third eye. Like what do you mean when you say that? Like what's an experience that you might have had like with your third eye?
Third eye, it's like perceived as clairvoyant.
It's like seeing into the life of shit. Like things, kind of like where everybody may look at this one thing, and then you're looking at it, and you're getting an entirely different scenario perspective, and you're the only one sitting in the room with this perspective, and you're like, can't you see it? Like, can't you see that this is fake? Can't you see that this is an illusion? No, this is not real.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain. You've been living in a dream world, Neo.
You're literally like, and that's how I feel about the world. Like, you're looking at society and you're like, bruh, like, this is all put together, like you said. This is all pretty okie-doke. You know, like, we're not constantly fed that we're creating our future. We're constantly fed that we're plagued by the present, and we're doomed to this regular life. It's like normal fence of a house and these walls.
That the universe is not a thing that's going to push us around. That the world and people and situations are not something that are going to push us around. That we are going to bend the universe and command and demand that the universe become what we want it to be.
Like the Alice in Wonderland thing too, where it's like, where am I? What's going on? How do I feel comfortable like I used to be again? And it's like all these curious things are happening and you're falling down the well. And that's what the Matrix is like. It's like falling down the well. And you're looking and there's all these things that you used to love around you, like time. I used to love time. Like that used to be something that was real to me. And then everything had to show me that that is just something that someone told you existed. Once you leave that, everything is in front of you.
Like it was the first forms of slavery, making you think that this was the only realm.
I feel like a lot of indigos have this vision of this impending doom that is being stuck, being institutionalized.
Right. It's a fear.
It's like, holy shit, we're either gonna end up in jail or in a mental asylum.
Right.
And how are we gonna escape from that? And it's like in your fucking mind. And my friend was just, yo, what you have to do is be able to understand that this isn't it. Still a pawn. Make your own game inside of the game.
Make your own matrix within the matrix.
Inside of the matrix, and that's how you free yourself. It's making your own matrix.
Right.
It's making your own world inside of this until you actually physically start to see it.
Yeah.
And there's some people who are born doing that, and so what happens to them is they get put into the institutionalization, and they're told that they're crazy, and it gets everybody else to think that that's what crazy is. And when you find the truth, everyone says, no, that's nonsense.
Find your Goldilocks zone, whatever that zone may be for you. Create your matrix.
Right.
So that everywhere you go, you'll be experiencing that reality. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you think that that's you, I say a silent prayer for you.
Butterfly wings, wrapped in the spring, and I'm golden from my toes, and I'm reading poems and I'm singing songs.
Yeah, my name is Uversa, and I divine the tarot. Divination is very magical. It is by way of looking at the symbols and connecting with them, and then connecting with source and receiving information. Because there's a higher self and there is a lower self. The lower self deals with emotion. The higher self is void of emotion. The higher self is more involved in logic, being able to see things beyond the illusion of the world. So, let's take a look at some illusion. These are visuals that I see in my Isis deck. And this is what the Isis deck speaks about, the oversoul. So say, for example, we're speaking about the vibrations of literature and writing and the power therein. Well, literature, writing connect with that which is invisible. So what you write, you are actually co-creating with the universe your reality. So as we are communicating today, it is important that we speak about writing your goals, writing your script, telling the universe what you want by way of literature. It is important also that we go into meditation and remember who we are. There is soul retrieval, going back to remember who you are to move forward, which is the term Sankofa. This is the frequency of all that we all have, and that is our psychic ability, our instinct and intuition, and connecting with that. Lastly, I want to inform everyone that we all have a role to play in the world. So if you want to play the role of sitting down and watching everybody else live their life, then you can't be mad at yourself because it is divine choice. This is as if we all have something to do. So as you follow your passion, then this is where you kind of find your calling. So I wanted to give you some visuals to let you know my purpose in being here in the fountain in Union Square is to help give people meaning to their lives.
What's your name, brother? Baba. I've come around Union Square a couple of times, and I've noticed you over here, doing this. What is this?
So I'm creating talisman that help people of indigenous origin remember and protect the sacred divinity. Well, talisman is kind of like the grandma's recipe.
Okay.
Right. She can't spread it. I mean, as much as grandma's recipe is appreciated amongst the people, it's not appreciated amongst the entire society, Because grandma's recipe is indigenous to grandma's vicinity. Grandma's immediate locale.
Right.
So if grandma whip up something, everybody in the locale that's kind of connected, they feel grandma's vibes.
Wow. So this is like
divine
motherland, divine.
Yeah.
Where did you get this knowledge?
I got this knowledge from them, but it was almost kind of like when you put your pieces together, which is why they come with the word remember.
Right.
When you put all your pieces together, what you come up with is a full realization of your entire ancestral positioning and legacy. So you get the revelation directly from them, and you know, of course, your ancestors that's been walking with you for as long as you've been here. They all kind of work together to say, yes, you know, the spirits gave us this, and then we passed it along, and now here you are. You gotta carry the baton.
Right.
So in that case, I got the revelation after I was down and out. You know, it was time for me to be up and in, as opposed to down and out. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I just wanted to get your perspective on how it actually feels to be a spiritual being that knows that they're a spiritual being that is living in a matrix right now. Like, well, I mean, how are you surviving? How are you dealing with this right now? Now that you actually have gotten that knowledge and you know that you're just in a body and the system and things like that. Like, what is it that works for you?
It feels sexy.
It feels sexy.
Very sexy. Like in the literal sense, because you know your awareness is like an orgasm. And you know, if you're gonna use the word even openly, you say release, as in, you know, you're taking a new lease on life.
Right.
So in that sense, you know, when you release in, which is, you know, taking it all in and going inside and coming out, etc., you know, that is orgasm.
Right.
So therefore, we have to call it what it really is. That is sexy.
Right.
You know, take off the perversions and you see sex. Sexy is about life, the life form that sex brings. You know.
Right.
So I feel full of sex. I mean, think about it, man. I'm a walking orgasm.
I always say everybody, because sauce is something like people, I use it as swag, you know, source energy, you know?
And it's source.
Yes, source is sauce.
There you go.
And we all have the sauce.
Yes.
It's just different ingredients in the sauce, you
Giving
know?
us sauce. The source is giving us sauce.
And you said we looked in the sauce and we
came and saw
we saw us.
We saw us, and then we became the sauce.
Right.
Yeah, from the source.
From the source.
Yeah, from the source.
That is here, which is there.
Yeah, and everywhere.
Here, which is there, right.
You know, however many ways of sauce there is, it's always saucy. And it's always good.
Right.
Yeah. And instead, they look at our goddesses full of sauce and they call them sassy, not realizing that that's exactly who she is.
Right.
She's a sassy mama. She comes from the dirt.
Right from the sauce.
Right from the sauce.
Right from the sauce.
But yeah, they call her names. They're gonna give her all kinds of issues, call her names, old slut, whatever the fuck. And she's sauce. She's saucy, man. She got sauce. She's giving sauce out.
All over the place.
With the sauce.
All over the place.
That's why mama cooked the sauce. That's always special.
Right.
So we can all consume within the sauce and like the sauce, get sauced up. What the fuck? This is how it is.
Right.
We're sorry. Due to network congestion, we cannot complete your call at this time. Please try your call again later.